Welcome to Shirley Povich Field. It's a doubleheader tonight, and it's also about 5 or 6 different special nights. We've lost a lot of stuff to rain, but tonight is Fan Appreciation Night, Big Train Hot Dogathon Night, a tribute to Latin baseball, Host Family Appreciation Day, and of course we have 5 community heroes. So we're trying to get everything in as we go through today, so hang tight with us because there will probably be a lot of lag in between innings, as there's a lot of people that need to be thanked for their contributions and a lot of people that are going to be going out in the field doing fun stuff, so just hang tight in between innings. As always, I'm Nick Poor here with Allie Navarrete. Allie, how are you doing today?
I'm great. Very excited that these games are finally happening. It feels fitting that we'll be finishing off the regular season against the Alexandria Aces. They are the Train's biggest competition in the Cal Ripken League, and I'm excited to see how the Train can take advantage of this opportunity to get 2 wins over them before we head into playoffs.
So this first game of this doubleheader, both games will be 7 innings, but the first game is an away game for the Train. So we'll be leading off here on the mound for the Alexandria Aces will be Kamenjasevic. Sasha Kamenjasevic, No University, will be pitching today. He's played a lot for them so far this season. We call him Big K, from what I found out. So if you're trying to talk at home, you don't have to call him Kamenjasevic. But he's had a great season so far, 6 games, 18 innings pitched, 16 Ks. And he will face Luke Nowak. As always, leading off for the Train, it's going to go Nowak, Jefferson, Petre.
Leading off for your Professor Big Train, a sophomore at East Carolina University, number 13, Luke Nowak.
Again, for those of you just tuning in, the Train are the away team, as this game was originally intended to be played in Alexandria. So, despite the Train having the home field advantage of the fans, the Aces will get last licks in this first 7-inning game of today's doubleheader. First pitch from Kamenjasevic is in for a strike called. Count now 0-1 to Luke Nowak.
Kamenjasevic has not seen the Bethesda Big Train this season so far, so the Aces bring out a new pitcher for them.
Ground ball hit out to shortstop, fielded well, and thrown across. Just in time is the throw from the shortstop, Wolf. Michael Wolf makes the play across the infield for the first out of the ballgame.
Luke Nowak so often can turn those kind of routine ground balls into singles. Unfortunately, didn't quite have the wheels there, but was well fielded by the shortstop. They know that he's going to be speeding over to that first base bag, so a good first out taking care of Luke Nowak is huge.
Nowak's had a tough go of late. Last game, he went 0 for 3, did draw 2 walks and score a run, but outside of the bases on balls, he struggled out against the Giants. First pitch will land for a strike to DM Jefferson, another guy who struggled a bit last game.
Yeah, DM in a slight batting slump lately. Hopefully he can kind of rebound here at Povich.
That pitch will miss low and away. Count now 1-1.
And he's been very consistent since he's come to the Big Train. Really, really good at getting some of those extra base hits, and even has the 2 triples for the Big Train this season.
He'll hit that one, grounded over to second baseman Offshack, and the throw is in time. That'll be another quick out. Sorry, the Offshack is over at third. That's Eddie Hakopian at second, as the Train now have 2 outs.
Yeah, Hakopian has been playing mostly in left field for the Aces. We've not seen him in the infield, at least in a game against the Big Train, so interested to see what he can kind of bring there. He's very fast, a very good hitter. He's their leadoff hitter.
Yeah, their field tonight, behind the plate is Jacob Friend. As we mentioned, on the mound is Kamenjasevic. First baseman Sullivan, second baseman Hakopian, shortstop Wolf, third baseman Offshack, and then an outfield of Kuntz in left, Eze in center, and Boyd in right. DHing will be Tellier. It's a 1-0 count now. Second pitch in, slow but steady. Will miss, though. Count now 2-0 to the slugger Emilian Petre.
2 outs on the board, but a situation Petre is pretty familiar with. He's come up clutch like this before.
The 2-0 takes it high. Count now heavily in his favor, 3-0. Petre batting .414 on the season, leads the Train in that metric.
Leads the league, I believe. Yeah.
I think, was he passed by Quelch recently? No, he repassed Quelch. Quelch is now at .409. Petre will draw a walk and take his base. Petrie also great at drawing walks. He's second in the league in on-base percentage at .518. 4-pitch walk brings up Peyton Schultz, a guy who's been red hot lately. An absolute slugger with 26 RBI on the season for the Bethesda Big Train.
Rain's starting to come down a bit again.
First pitch in for a strike. Yeah, rain delayed the game slightly. It was originally a 4:30 start time, ended up being 4:45. But the skies should hopefully be clear from here out so we can get all 14 plus, possibly, innings of game in. Pickoff attempt to Petrie. He's back in time.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything too crazy, and there was a slight puddle on the mound earlier, but it dried up pretty quick, so I think we'll be okay. Hopefully by game 2 it's nice and sunny.
First pitch hit deep to left field, and making the catch at the wall is Kuntz. That'll end the inning. A fantastic play in the outfield to steal Schultz of an extra base hit and nearly a home run. The Train leave one stranded as they trail, or as they still are tied with the Aces, 0-0. Leading off for the Alexandria Aces here in the bottom of the first is Eddie Hakopian, a man who knows how to get on base and does it well. He's batting .336 on the season. His 28 RBIs are tied for second on this team, and that's hit out into center field on the first pitch. First pitch single for Eddie Hakopian.
Yeah, just as you're talking about, oh, he's so good at getting on base, he does just that. A perfectly placed ball in center field, and there's a reason he's earned this leadoff spot for the Aces.
Yeah, Braden Jones gives up a hit early. He's had a tough go of late. He started the season with 3 scoreless outings, totaling 10.1 innings with no response, but since then has given up at least 1 run and gave up 3 at the Dusters on the 16th. His first loss came on July 10th and has not registered a win since June 16th. That pitch is a ball, count 1-0.
Hoping Braden's clothes dried. He was using our fan in the booth to dry them before the game.
The 1-0. Ground ball chopped towards the shortstop. Petrie Fields over to the second baseman. That's there, but not going to make the throw is Garrett Felix. So reaching is Tellier.
I think good decision from the Big Train infield. You want to get a runner out of scoring position. Unfortunate that it couldn't be turned to a double play, but that's 1 out on the board, giving Jones a little more something to work with.
That'll bring up Kuntz, now 1 out on the board, like you mentioned. Tellier will replace the runner at first after that ground out. First pitch far away for Braden Jones. Jones, the 1-0. Lands inside. Quick jump from Schiavone behind the plate. Looking at the Big Train defense today, it's Schiavone at the plate, Lane at first, Felix at second, Petre at short, and TJ Rogers at third. The outfield is Jefferson, no walk, and out in right field is Kramer. A little pickoff attempt there.
The last time we were in Alexandria and Braden Jones was pitching, he had a really great pickoff, successful. Hoping he can maybe do that again.
Ball comes across trying to get the runner on second. He will not. Advancing is Tellier. That'll be a stolen base for him. His 23rd of the season.
Yeah, Tellier in the DH position tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, for the Aces, but I've also seen him a lot at short, so he has that speed and athleticism to steal bases, and that stat line, like you said, shows it.
That ball fouled off. Count now 3-1. Jones readies the 3-1. That's fouled off to the left field line. Tracking over is Rogers, but that's going to go out of play over to the tennis courts, and the count is now full.
Good stuff here. Braden behind 3-0, now has a full count to work with.
Fouls that one back behind him, just under the ball there. Going to remain a 3-2 count for Dylan Kuntz.
Kuntz, third best batter on this Aces team. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 batters 300 or better. So a very powerful offense.
But down goes Kuntz there. Braden Jones gets the better of him and records his first K of the game.
Huge for Braden there. I mean, again, behind 3-0, battles back, records the K, and going to try and leave Tellier out there as he'll face Boyd now.
This is Boyd, another one of those hitters playing so well for the Aces. He's batting .310. We'll swing and miss on that first pitch.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, 8 batters 300 or better, and then the guys below it are still pretty good. I mean, it's then drops only to 283, 67, 56. It's a really strong offense for these Alexandria Aces.
Ball low, blocked by Schiavone, though. No movement from Tellier on second as the count goes even.
And I mean, out of all the teams in the league, the only one that's really been able to take care of the Big Train on more than one occasion and pretty handily is the Aces. So this is definitely quite a doubleheader today.
The 1-1 fouled back, count now 1-2. Yeah, prior to the game, Coach Colangelo said, it's like any other game, it's just a different jersey on their backs, but I'm not too sure about that. This is going to be a big game. This is the team that's second in the league. If they win back-to-back games here, they'll be tied for first with the Train. So this is a tense matchup. That is called strike 3. Jones ends the inning with back-to-back Ks, and the Train keep this game tied up 0-0 as we enter the second. Now at the plate for the big train is the number 5 hitter, John Kramer, a guy who's been red hot lately. He hit a deep dinger to seal the win against the Giants 8-4 yesterday. Or sorry, 2 days ago. We had a day off there. First pitch into him, he will take for a strike, count 0-1.
John Kramer, a guy who took a little time to warm up when he arrived to Bethesda in early July, but has just been on fire lately. 2 home runs on the season.
Ground ball there, hit straight to the shortstop, charging in his Wolf, and the throw to first is very much in time. Kramer knew they got him there, and that'll be a quick out to get things started. Kamenjasevich doing a great job of generating ground balls so far today. He's gotten 3 ground outs from some of the Train's most dangerous hitters in Nowak, Jefferson, and Kramer.
Yeah, he took care of the top of the order very efficiently. The only issue coming to as a 4-pitch walk to Petre, but great stuff.
First pitch in here to Sean Lane. That'll miss. Count 1-0. Sorry, that'll count as a strike as it escapes the glove of Friend. Count 0-1. Don't often see a catcher as good as Friend fail to catch a pitch that comes in as a strike.
Yeah, Jacob Friend, a Ripken League All-Star, really good behind the plate.
That one outside. Count even now, 1-1.
I feel like every game we've played the Aces, you or I have commented on just how efficient he is back there, especially defensively.
There was that one game early in the season at Alexandria where he gunned down 3 different Train runners, fouled back 1-2. He's so consistent, definitely deserving of his all-star status.
Yeah, all 3 big Train catchers never really missing an opportunity to throw someone out in the field either, but Jacob Friend really giving them a run for their money and matching that talent.
Readying the 1-2 is Kamenjasevich. The pitch, low and away. Count will go even, 2-2. Sun really coming out here now. Rain feels far, far off as a memory.
Yeah.
2-2 into Lane. He'll hit that deep to left field, but straight to Kuntz, who makes the catch. That'll be the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Garrett Felix, who's dropped down to hitting 7th tonight for the Train. He'll be out at second base as well.
Yeah, 2 outs now for Garrett Felix, but another guy similar to Emilian who can be really clutch in this situations. He's just so good at getting on base, whether that's a walk or just his speed. And he's got a couple extra base hits to his name.
He does. I believe he has 3 doubles on the season. Ball low, count 1-0. He does indeed have 3 doubles. The 1-0 here to Felix. He will take again and get further ahead in this count, 2-0. Quick delivery here from Kamenjasevich will miss. Felix, very patient here now, ahead 3-0. That was the one thing that we saw from him in the first that wasn't perfect. You mentioned it. He walked Petre on 4 pitches. Now in danger of doing the same to Felix. The 3-0. Lands. This at-bat will continue. 3-1.
Good fight there to come back from, what do you say they call him, Big K?
Yeah, Big K.
Big K yet to record a K.
That is true. He's been great, but no Ks yet. Fights back in, 3-1. And that'll miss. Garrett Felix will take his base. Second walk of the day given up by Kamenjasevich, the British Columbia native.
Oh, so he's Canadian.
Yes.
We did go to Alexandria on Canada Day, I think, because I remember them playing the Canadian national anthem, and then we played it here. It was like one of the only things that happened on that torrential downpour Saturday against the Giants. We had Patrick and Michael on the mound holding the Canadian flag. Luke Nowak hit a single, and then everything got wet.
It was literally a first pitch single, and then we were done. First pitch here will miss. At the plate now is TJ Rogers. He's out at third base tonight out of Austin, PA State. Count is 0-1. Second pitch. He'll take again now behind 0-2.
So Kamenjasevich really rolling here. He rebounded well to Peyton Schultz. getting him to swing a fly ball. It was well hit, but not enough.
Looking for the first. Going is Felix. The throw's over to first. That'll go wild. Felix slides into second. He's going to push for third now, too. Garrett Felix takes advantage of that error over at first and now moves over to third base.
I mean, Felix already running, pretty characteristic of him. And then, of course, he's going to push for another one if he can. He is so good at that. And now TJ Rogers probably felt a little bit more pressure with this 0-2 count to bring his guy home.
Yeah, had that throw been on target to Sullivan, Felix could have been in trouble, caught between the bases, but instead is gifted another, moves over to third. But yeah, pressure's on for Rogers. He's got the 0-2 count. The 0-2. Gets a piece of it. Got to stay alive, 0-2. The 0-2 again, that'll miss. Rogers gets his first ball out of Kamenjasevic, count now 1-2.
Pressure's on now for Kamenjasevic. Suddenly you walk a guy and he's all the way around. That's pretty common when it's Garrett Felix.
He does have the count in his favor here, though, but isn't doing much with it. That's back-to-back balls now as Rogers gets even 2-2. Fouled back just underneath. That pitch was TJ Rogers, and he's staying in there.
Yeah, TJ really extending this at-bat, making Kamenjasevic work for it, and I think, you know, it's pretty common from the big train batters to push the pitcher, the opposing pitcher, a bit.
Here he comes with the 8th pitch of the at-bat. That's hit by Rogers out to center field. Tracking back is Eze, and he'll make the catch towards the warning track, and that'll end the inning. Felix gets over to third, rounding 2 bases, but not enough for the train as the inning ends, still scoreless entering the bottom of the second.
Number 25, Abe Sullivan.
Leading off for the Aces here in the bottom of the second is Sullivan. He's out at first base tonight. Cade Sullivan with 28 RBI in the season fouls that first pitch off.
It's an impressive stat line. Rivaling Peyton Schultz, our big train leader in RBIs, who's got 27. So Sullivan actually number 3 in the league.
The Aces lead the league in runs generated with 219 RBI. Second closest is the Dusters, who are all the way down at 185. The 0-1 fouls it back, count 0-2.
the top 5 guys in the league in RBIs, 3 of the 5 are from the Aces. The leader is Dylan Coots with 29. Then Kate Sullivan comes in, and Eddie Hakopian comes in. They're both tied for 3rd with 28.
Jones just misses on a breaking ball there to move the count to 1-2. Sullivan lays off of that one well. Jones, the 1-2. Popped up. Tracking over Sean Lane. Can he get there in time? And he makes the catch.
Good play there from Sean Lane. Sunglasses are on because it's quite sunny. He was looking right up at the sky there, but makes the catch in foul territory.
Now, Coach G was making fun of Coach Sal, for having his sunglasses on pregame. Where's the sun? There is no sun. Now there's sun. There's definitely sun now. It's Jacob Friend, the catcher at the plate, and he'll swing on the first pitch. Ground ball. Will it escape the infield? Felix slides the throw. Not going to throw it. He did not get the ball. Looked like he had it in his hand, but it had rolled out into the outfield. A single for Jacob Friend.
Garrett literally snapped his fingers when he missed that. He was like, darn.
Aw, shucks.
He made a good effort, though. Always does. But it was just a good piece of hitting from Jacob Friend.
So now 1 out and 1 runner on for the Aces with Connor Offshack coming up to the plate. He's one of those guys batting above 300. There are 7 guys on this team batting 300 or above. Sorry, 8 guys.
8, yeah.
It is 8. That was bad math. The only player out there today that isn't is Wolf.
And he's batting last.
Actually, Brandon Harity is not playing, so there's another one, but I cannot tell quickly. That'll miss. Count 1-1. Friend is not batting over 300. He and Wolf are the only 2 guys not batting over 300 in today's lineup.
Yeah, it's a scary roster.
And both of them are batting way above 200, so it's not like they're pushovers. Count 2-1 now to Connor Offshack. Pickoff attempt, not there in time. Safe on first is the catcher Friend. Pitch, swing and a miss. Great stuff from Braden Jones there. Count even to Offshack, 2-2. Jones readies, chance to get his third K of the day. And down he goes. Swing and a miss. There it is. Another K for Braden Jones.
Great stuff from him. Again, rebounding from a base hit with a K. Braden's looking really good today. He has 2 hits, but they've just been singles. And again, he was able to rebound in the first inning, hoping to do the same here in the second.
He's got 2 outs in his favor, but the Aces are still going to try and make something happen here with Eze at the plate. Ball high inside. Eze out of Georgetown, playing center field tonight. The 1-0. Jones again misses, struggling to keep that heater down in the zone. Count 2-0 here to Eze. The 2-0. That's in the zone. Count 2-1. Jones finds a strike.
Yeah, that was a great pitch from Braden Jones. I was nodding to myself like, that got in there.
His form is so rapid, it just accelerates his fastball even further. And now it's 2-2, just like that. Jones is back in this at-bat.
Yeah, that one also looked really good. Friend was starting to take his lead. Looked like he might run there.
He's going to ready. The 2-2. Down in the dirt. Count now full. Friend not moving. It's full count here. 2 outs. Got to expect them to be sending Friend on anything here. Jones. The full count pitch. He holds the bat back. Will take his base. First walk of the day given up by Braden Jones.
Did a good job fighting there, but unfortunately, as I'm going to take his base, and now he will face the guy in the order, who's the least strong hitter, but again, all these aces bats are pretty dangerous.
Look, Wolf still has 16 RBIs on the season, batting .237. He is batting ninth, but by no means a pushover, like you said, and he will hold back there, count 1-0. One thing Wolf does do well is draw walks. Despite only having 59 plate appearances, he's second on the team with 18 walks on the season. 1-0, low and away. Count now 2-0. Jones suddenly struggling to find his stuff a little bit.
I'm wondering, it is a 7-inning game, both games 7 innings, so I'm wondering how long they'll push everybody. Again, only so many more regular season opportunities for these guys.
And he beans him. It looked like it hit his upper shoulder, and now the bases are loaded. Taking his base is Wolf. Moving to second is Eze, and to third is Jacob Friend.
It's just unideal. Is that even a word? Unideal? Not ideal
Not
for
ideal.
Braden.
Yeah.
And now he's got to face Eddie Hakopian again with the bases loaded. Again, still the 2 outs, but definitely going to have to get himself out of a jam here.
Hakopian last time did get a single off Braden Jones. Could he do something to get that ball back in play yet again? Jones, first pitch away, count 1-0. That hit by pitch from Braden Jones, I believe, was his first of the season. Actually, apparently, point streak does not keep track of hit by pitches. That's popped up, tracking over Sean Lane. He's putting the wheels on, and it's going to go out into the stands. Count now even to Eddie Hakopian, 1-1.
When Ian was on the call with me in Silver Spring, he asked such an interesting question. He was like, Allie, I love our infield tonight. Can you tell me 2 things you love about Sean Lane and Garrett Felix and 2 things you love about Petre and Rogers? It was this exact same infield.
That pitch is going to go low, but kept in front by Schiavone. Count now 1-2. Moment here for Jones to get out of a bit of a pickle. He readies the 1-2. Grounded. Popped up to Jones. He will receive and throw to Lane, and that'll end the inning. Jones gets the ground out he needed to end the inning. The Aces are still scoreless as we enter the top of the third. Now batting for the Train is Jason Schiavone. Things are still tied up here in the top of the third, 0-0. Schiavone trying to break things open. It'll go Schiavone, Nowak, Jefferson to get things started here.
Yeah, 2 hitless innings for the Big Train. 2 guys on base, both walks.
First pitch, a ball. Felix did advance to third in the second, though, so there was a bit of pressure applied despite not tallying a hit quite yet. The 1-0. Ground ball. Pop fly to center field. That was his bat I was tracking, not the ball. Sun is in my eyes. That'll be a fly out to center field. First out of the inning.
Ize just came in perfectly there, playing just shallow enough and caught it pretty, what's the word? Lackadaisically?
Lackadaisical is lackadaisical is normally like an insult.
Oh,
though.
then no, it wasn't that.
Lackadaisical is like, if I'm just sitting here not really talking, it's
Casually.
clear.
He was casual.
Yes.
He was casual about it.
Grammar with Nick and Allie.
Little lesson if anyone didn't know what that means.
It'll bring Nowak up. He grounded out to the shortstop to get things started in the first, and he's hit by the first pitch he sees here. It's the second hit by pitch of the game between the Train and the Aces. And now Nowak is on first.
I feel like we had a long break in the middle of the season where we really didn't see anyone getting hit again early. We were seeing it a lot as pitchers were struggling with control. Our guy Trey Wingate was getting hit like every game, but I feel like we haven't seen it that much lately, and it's happened already twice today from both teams.
Yeah, I think now that pitchers are more comfortable and now that they can communicate with their catchers better, I think that we're going to see less wild pitches and less hit by pitches. I mean, we have seen it. Umpire is discussing something there, possibly if it had gone off his bat, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, even in that first week of games, we saw the Train kind of get handed some wins based on wild pitches and things from other teams. So it's definitely slowed down a bit, and people, like you said, are getting more comfortable. I'm sure that most of our pitchers have worked with all 3 guys behind the plate at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. Considering the rotation they work with doesn't pair off pitchers to catchers, they've had opportunities to work with every single guy, hopefully, in practice, I'm sure. I wish we had that song from Toy Story queued up for when Jacob Friend does a mound visit. You got a friend in me. Would have been good. He will now face DM Jefferson. Kamenjasevich will face DM Jefferson. First pitch, he shows bunt, and it goes foul. Back to the left. Count 0-1 now.
A lot of showing bunt in this league. I feel like DM's been doing it a lot lately, especially. Luke also does it pretty often.
Now, there's not much of a hesitation from this team to go and lay that down to just try and advance the runners. The 0-1 will miss, not even a bunt shown from Jefferson there as that pitch misses the zone.
I like DM's gloves.
Bright red. Are they new?
Red. Probably from high school. His high school was red.
The 1-1. Those gloves ain't moving as he takes a strike. Count 1 and 2.
I don't think he's wearing bright red gloves for the Irish.
Yeah, probably not. I think you're right about that one.
But the St. John's Cadets, definitely red.
Looking for a K here. Kamenjasevich. Pickoff attempt keeps an eye on Nowak. He's back in time. Still no Ks on the day for the Aces starter. Gonna look at Nowak again. The throw. Nowak back standing.
I mean, they know Luke is speedy, so trying to avoid him running, but...
The 1-2. Ground ball straight to the pitcher. He turns to second. Thrown, and it's not going to get there. It goes over the shortstop and is knocked down. So that'll be an error tallied on the catcher. Apologies, Kamenjasevich, as Jefferson gets to first and Nowak advances to second.
Less than ideal. Again, the Big Train still hitless, but getting on base with walks and errors, and it's just not ideal for the Aces here. Kamenjasevich has avoided scoring anyone yet, but Emilian Petre is very dangerous.
Petrie, a great hitter. Up there in the top hitters in the nation for college ball so far. And it's going to be Canadian against Canadian here with 2 runners on. First pitch. Bunt laid down. It's a good one towards the third base line. Petrie's going to get there, and now the bases are loaded on a bunt single from Emilien Petrie.
That was the picture-perfect bunt single. I mean, just perfect. It rolled just enough. Third baseman had to come in so far to grab it, and Petrie, of course, speedy, going to make it, and he's got 2 of the speediest guys on this team out there as well, so just exactly what the Big Train wanted to happen there.
In trouble is Kamenjasevic after that great bunt. Schultz will be coming up to the plate, like you said, one of the leaders in the league in RBI, a guy who knows how to bring the runners home. He has 28 on the season. First pitch, a ball. Count 1-0. That bunt from Luke Nowak was the first hit Kamenjasevic has given up all day.
Emilien.
What did I say?
Luke.
Nope. Yeah. And Luke reached on a hit by pitch.
Luke does have a nasty bunt single, though, when he pulls it out.
A lot of these guys do. That'll go in. Count now. Even.
No, I think they called a balk.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they did. Runners will advance. Home comes Luke Nowak. Over to second is going to move Petrie. And on third now is DM Jefferson.
That is just so unfortunate. The Aces coach obviously coming out. So now 2 runners still in scoring position. And, of course, the bases were loaded on that box. So it brings home a run. And it's just not the way you want to see the scoring get started for the opposing team if you're the Aces.
Yeah, that's something you can definitely avoid. And you really shouldn't. A lot of balks occur when a guy wants to check a runner, but the bases were loaded. No one was moving. It's tough to see a balk come out there, but good news for the Train as some pressure's relieved from Peyton Schultz as the first run is now on the board, and all he had to do was take a ball.
Yeah, but if I'm Peyton, I'm getting ready to go because I want to bring the other guys home too.
There's definitely more that can be done. There's just 1 out on the inning, and the count is in his favor. The 1-0. Ball away, 2-0.
Going to be a huge test here for Kamenjasevic. See how he can rebound after that. Again, with the balks are kind of sporadic in this league, but they have sent home runs before.
The 2-0 swings hefty at that one. The high heat gets past him. Count 2-1.
Schultz flew out in his last at-bat, but it was a really good hit deep into left field. Just a great catch from Kuntz.
Another one of those would work well here, even if it just resulted in an out. Would be a great sac fly. He'll take that, though, showing some great patience here. 3-1 in his favor. Kamenjasevic trying to do something here. Just anything to get out of this pickle he's fallen into. And just lobs one over the plate. Count even now, 3-2. Kamenjasevic, his name is not spelt the way it sounds, so I wrote it out as Kamen Yas, like Y-A-S-S, and then Ovich. Got to spell phonetically. The 3-2. Fouled back. Peyton Schultz is going to keep this at-bat going.
Yeah, just 1 out on the board, so if you're Peyton Schultz, you just kind of want to put the ball in play and hopefully send something home. Start nearing that 30 RBI mark. Oh, my goodness. No one at the league with 30 yet. 29 the leader. It's Kuntz, I believe, on this Aces team.
Could see him break that today, though, or hit 30, I should say. They do have a lot of innings to play. And Schultz gets a hold of that one, popped out to deep right center field, and it lands in the gap. Schultz will push over to second. No, he's going to stay at first, and only 1 runner will score. Great quick throw from Eze in the outfield to keep runners in the corners, although Jefferson does score. Train lead 2-0.
Huge stuff there from Peyton Schultz. Gets to 29 RBIs on the season. He had a full count. He worked it to his advantage and didn't just put the ball in play. Gets a base hit. It's exactly what you see and want to see. And now John Kramer's at the plate, who's been very, very good lately. Can he make something happen? Still just 1 out.
Now he will come in here with a lot of inning left to play. First pitch to him, low and away. The 1-0. Hefty swing, looking at the breaking ball there. Count 1-1 now to John Kramer. Kramer, a very wide stance at the plate. Almost fills the entire box. That's a broken bat. Popped up. Caught by the shorts. Dropped it! No, they're going to call an infield fly rule. They're not going to let him get away with that double play there. So infield fly rule means that out is recorded and both runners are still on base. And Kramer goes down.
Kramer shaking his bat, showing the other half of it. And Owen, of course, making the run for the other half of the broken bat. He is obviously the best bat boy in the league. It's not even close.
Absolutely.
And I'm not biased.
Have we had an infield fly rule yet this season, Allie?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I can't remember seeing one.
So for those of you at home who might not know how it works, basically a popped up ball to the infield fly rule means it's an out whether or not you catch it. So you can't fake, like you can't drop it on purpose and then try and turn a double play. Like we saw the shortstop out there try to do today. Wolf and the second baseman, Hakopian, were trying to pull a double play, but infield fly means that that's just the out and that'll end the play. It's 1-0 here to Sean Lane. Swing and a miss. Kamenyasevich is starting to find some rhythm here on the mound. Count 1-1.
Yeah, the confidence definitely a bit restored in him now that he has 2 outs on the inning.
He will find there with a great slider. Count 1-2 now as he's ahead of the Terrapin. Trying to end this inning. This is the the 7th batter he's seen in the 3rd. The 1-2. Misses, ball is away, and moving over to second is Peyton Schultz on the wild pitch.
Schultz didn't even really have to hustle there, kind of just trotted over. A rare missed opportunity from Jacob Friend. I mean, the pitch did come in wild, but usually he's so good at tracking the ball, just kind of lost it.
Still an opportunity to make amends for that pitch there. Kamenyasevich and Friend a chance to end the inning. That one skips like a stickball pitch. Comes in very low. 3-2.
Sean Lane, sneaky, walks a lot. He has 22 on the season, second, only behind Garrett Felix, who has a crazy 35.
3 true outcomes kind of guy, Sean Lane. It's either out of here, a walk, or a strikeout. And strike 3 called. Lane thought he got his base, but he goes down looking. Kamenyasevich gets his first K at just the right time, but not before a balk and an RBI single from Peyton Schultz bring the train up to 2 runs. They lead 2-0 as we enter the bottom of the 3rd. It'll be Tellier coming up to the plate now for the Aces.
Adam Tellier.
He reached on a fielding choice in the first and will face Braden Jones again as he enters his third inning of work, facing his 11th batter. First pitch. Misses, count 1-0.
Braden Jones did a really good first inning, but then got himself in a bit of a jam in the second with the bases loaded, but was able to rebound.
1-0. Low and away, 2-0 now. Yeah, he did rebound, kept the Aces off the board, recording a ground out to himself, finishing it off with a throw to lane to get out of that inning. The 2-0. Nicks the zone there, and Jones is back in this at-bat, count 2-1.
Showing a lot of fight today. It's hot out there on the mound and, you know, not ideal conditions, but I think he's ready to go.
The 2-1. Popped up. Coming in is Kramer, and he'll make the catch. A little hop there as he drops it. I think it looked like it came out of his glove. That'll be an on-base, probably an error registered to Kramer.
No, I think he did catch it.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, the Aces guy was just as confused. That ball had some heat on it. It was coming just huge, really fast into Kramer's glove, but it sounded like he got there just perfectly.
Yeah, Tellier rounded first and then stood there as if he was just on base waiting to see if he could advance, but no, fielded by Kramer. And that one will go out into the outfield as well. Coming in is Nowak. He'll call for it and make the catch. Back-to-back outs very quick there as Kuntz goes down before I can even tell you it's Kuntz at the plate.
This is the most efficient we've seen Braden Jones so far. The Ace is probably getting a little antsy now, down 2, want to swing and try and get on the board. But Braden Jones working very efficiently.
He'll foul that first pitch off, count 0-1 now. So the Aces have been credited with 2 errors so far today. Not sure who they were registered on. That one fouled again. Can't get in front of a pitch from Jones yet here. Count 0-2. Misses the 0-2. Low and away with the heat. Count 1-2. Misses again away, 2-2 now. So from what I can tell, there's only been 1 error on the Aces. I think they're tallying that balk in there as well for some reason.
Yeah, I just remember the 1 error that had DM reach first.
Yeah, that was the one registered to Komeniosevich. And that one's popped out to DM Jefferson, and everyone in the outfield gets a chance to catch a pop fly. Jefferson, Nowak, and Kramer making the catches, 1, 2, 3, to get out of the inning fast. Train still lead 2-0 as we enter the top of the 4th. El Train Grande looking to expand the lead here a little bit more. Leading off is Garrett Felix.
Yeah, some new jerseys will be debuting in Game 2. It's Latin Baseball Heritage Night at Shirley Povich Field.
We'll be pulling a Jackie Robinson Day. Everyone will be wearing 21 in honor of Roberto Clemente. That's hit out into left field. First pitch, single for Garrett Felix, his first hit of the day.
Great stuff from Garrett. Getting on base, a nice hit down left field, drops just perfectly.
Now with those wheels, he's going to be a threat to really give the Train an opportunity here. No outs in the speedster on first for TJ Rogers, who last time had Felix on third but had 2 outs and was already behind in the count by the time he got there. He's got a lot more to work with here. Oh my gosh, pulls back the bunt and is hit by a pitch. Second hit by pitch of the day from Stojakovic. Not Stojakovic, he played for the Sacramento Kings. Kamenjasevic, and Rogers will take his base.
Yeah, here comes the Aces manager. I was expecting this. This has just been a bit of a struggle since. I mean, it was a great first 2 innings of work from now you got me tripping. The big K.
You were doing it right,
Kamenjasevic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now he's coming out.
Coming out. So we'll take a quick break here as the Aces prepare another pitcher. The Train have 2 runners on and are up 2-0 here in the top of the 4th. Welcome back in case we cut out before that.
It hasn't started yet. It's doing the thing.
No worries. Hopefully it'll work this time.
It's not.
I'm trying to think.
Like this just won't start going.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what we can do for that. I don't know, I'll take a device off Wi-Fi, I guess. Maybe that'll help. Yeah. All right. Bless the Lord, we're back. Sorry about that. Nothing was working for a second. Let me fill you in on what you missed. Sack bunt from Jason Tavoni advanced both runners, and then a 2 RBI single from Luke Nowak brought them home, and then he stole a base, and what you just saw there, Petre flew out following a Jefferson ground out. So the Train tack on 2 more. They're up 4-0 as we enter the bottom of the 4th. And again, I'll just recap that one more time. The inning, what you did see, I believe, was a Garrett Felix single, and Rogers was hit by a pitch. The Aces then brought in Delano. Schiavone's sac bunt advanced both of them to second and third, respectively. Then Nowak cleared the bases with a single to center field. The Train then led 4-0. Nowak stole a base during Jefferson's at-bat. He proceeded to ground out to third base, and then Petre flew out to right. So Delano gives up 2, but they were unearned by him. They're going to probably be credited to Kamenjasevic. Now the Train will send in a new pitcher. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with the bottom of the 4th after this. All right, that inning will end. That half inning is over now. We're in the bottom of the 4th. And it is Cade Sullivan, the first baseman, taking the first pitch for a ball. On the mound is ECU's finest, Merritt Beaker. That was my funny bone. I tried to keep quiet, but that really hurt. Anyways, count 1-0. Or 1-1 now, as Beaker finds the zone. That ball's hit to the third baseman, and T.J. Rogers will lose it. That'll go as an error on the third baseman, and reaching is Sullivan.
Yeah, just an unfortunate play there for T.J. Rogers. Came in, made the hustle, but just dropped the ball, and Merritt looking like he might be in pain, hit his foot.
He is standing on it fine.
He was signaling to it, so that's just the only reason that I said it, but he's going to stay out there. He looks okay.
No, you're right. There definitely was something there, but from the way he's walking, it looks as if things are okay, which is what you want to see. You never want to see a guy get injured on something out of everyone's control, like a line drive to the ankle.
Yeah.
Only thing that hurts more than a scooter to the ankle, a line drive to the ankle.
Merritt Beaker in his last performance for the Train was exceptional. Hopefully he can continue some of that today.
That pitch will miss 1-0. What did he do in the last performance? Was I there for that one?
I don't think so. So Braden pitched 4 2/3. Aaron came in and pitched 4 1/3. In that 4 1/3, he did give up. He had 7 Ks, 2 walks, a hit, and a hit by pitch. And the hit by pitch sent home a run, but the bases were already loaded by Jones when he came in, so not entirely his fault. Really rebounded after the hit by pitch as well.
1-1 finds the zone nicely for Beaker there. It's a 1-2 count now.
But the 7 Ks was really impressive, and for just the Train using just 2 arms in that game and a win was also huge.
Pitch. That's going to miss. 2-2. Really, we had one game where we just played 2 guys?
Yep, Braden went halfway, 4 2/3, and then Merritt 4 1/3. It was really good. And again, similar situation. He's coming in for Braden Jones here.
Braden did not go as far today, sadly, but 3 scoreless from him. And Beaker's just gonna miss there. 3-2. Now the count is full. And on first, lingering is Sullivan. Point Streak credited that as a single, but I'm a little unsure on that scoring. I feel like it will go in as an error on TJ Rogers. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Beaker gets him there. Oh my god, they just played the Lego Yoda dying sound effect. No way. There is no way. Friend goes down swinging.
Who's on music? Is it Robert?
I don't know, but I love them. That first pitch fouled off, count 0-1. I gotta text my Star Wars co-host. We do a show about Star Wars at WRGW.
Still can't believe you missed Star Wars night. That was so sad.
I
could provide nothing Star Wars-y on the broadcast, unfortunately.
My dad's 0-1, that's low, is not into Star Wars 1-1. But when he used to work for Commerce Bank, they did this big charity thing, and they gave him a bougie replica of Darth Vader's lightsaber that I was ready to bring today. This thing is if everything goes to poop, that is going to actually help me pay for my last year of college. I will flip it. But I was upset I couldn't come. I'm a Star Wars super fan. 2-1 now to Off Shack.
Yeah, I would say the interns that got the most into it, or the Big Train staffers that got the most into it, Michael, not an intern, Michael, our boss, had the full Jedi Master fit, and then Ray Ash as well was quite into it, wrote the script, did a great job. If you were at Povich, you heard it. It was awesome.
I was gonna help with the script, swing and a miss 2-2, but then, I was dying for a couple days. Not dying, not literally, but I was quite ill for those first 5-6 days of COVID. Glad to be back now, though. I'm upset to have missed Star Wars night. Of course, I'm a Star Wars mega fan. Anyone who knows me knows that. The 2-2. That's popped up towards right field. Tracking back is Sean Lane. The glasses are off. Will he get there? Not in time.
Yeah, that was the hustle from Lane. Back to what I was saying earlier. When Ian asked me what my favorite thing about them two in this side of the infield was, it was the hustle. They're running for everything. Sean Lane always running in foul territory. Garrett Felix, the second baseman, there to back him up like usual. And there's always such an effort from the Big Train defense, which is exactly what you want to see.
Sean Lane gives me David Wright vibes, where he's not the fastest guy, but he knows when to run on the bases, he knows how to time it out, and he puts his legs on the line every time there's a foul ball. The 2-2. That's going to land. 2-3, and down he goes. That's back-to-back Ks for Beak.
Yeah, Beaker rolling right now, continuing the upward trend he's been on.
Well, his name might be Beaker, but he's no Muppet on the mound. As in, he doesn't have those little wiggly arms. He's got very strong arms. Also, I think that's an insult in England. Muppet means someone who's incompetent in the UK. Love British people. Beaker. First pitch of the at-bat to Eze. Low. I believe it's over there. Yes, it is.
So apologies to those of you at home. I'm glad you can still hear us. We'll be extra descriptive. We're going to cool the phone off during the break. It's just absurdly hot.
We're gone again.
No, I know, but they can hear us.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to cool that off during the break, and hopefully it'll come back better than ever. Again, it's a doubleheader. It's super hot here at Povich. We even have a fan blowing on it. We're really pulling out all the stops. It's
a 1-1 count. Beaker winds up. The pitch will land low and away. The fastball misses. Count 2-1. Ah, my phone is back. What did... Okay, yeah, so we're still live when the camera goes out? Okay.
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's going to be hit. And that's going to bring home a run. A deep hit double to left field by Eze. And the Aces tally their first run of the game.
Yeah, well hit by Eze. DM was scrambling over there in left field trying to make the catch, but it just landed perfectly back by the warning track. And the Aces are on the board.
Okay. And the camera should be back and set up now. Should be returning to action.
Coach Lopez coming out to talk to Beaker. Usually things trend upward after a Lopez mound visit.
Quick mound visit for Beaker there after the Eze RBI double. Video stream should be coming back up any moment, I hope. It's the same URL as before.
Okay.
Yeah, we literally have a mini fan sitting right next to it, blowing cool air on it. And it's not enough with the way the sun is. It's right up in the middle of the sky. It's a beautiful day, but scorching hot. First pitch from Beaker's going to hit the edge of the zone there. Fast ball outside will land in the box. Count 0-1 to Wolf. So there are 2 outs, and over on second is Eze as the Aces trail 4-1. The 0-1 pitch. That'll miss. Count even now. Beaker away to Eze there. Keeping an eye on Eze. Massive lead from Eze. He goes. The 1-1. It's in, but the throw is quick to third. Not in time. That pitch will be low. Count 2-1 now. Quick reaction from Schiavone, but quicker legs from Eze.
Yeah, great decision there from Eze. Like you said, Schiavone tried his best to get it over to Rogers, and it was an accurate throw. Really good. Just couldn't beat Eze's wheels.
It's a 2-1 count now. The 2-1 is in. Swing and a miss. 2-2 on the high heat. Behind it was Wolf. And now Beaker a chance to end this inning. Okay. No worries. I'm going to keep this in the cool shade then while we wait for that. Well, cooler shade, I should say. There's not much escape from the heat today. Beaker looking to end the inning. The 2-2. Foul, or no, sorry, hit off the edge of his bat out into right field and well fielded by Kramer. And that'll end the inning. The Aces tally 1 run off a great double from Eze, but despite his stolen base, they cannot build on and add another. Train lead 4-1 as we enter the top of the 5th. Oh, we're live. My bad. Welcome back. It's the top of the fifth now. Sorry for the technical issues. We've been really doing our best here. Ball low from Delano. Count 1-0 now. It is the leadoff batter, Luke Nowak, at the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. Also hit by a pitch and scored a run back in the third.
It's actually Peyton.
What? Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. My bad. Jeez, sheesh. I fell behind on the score sheet when we were having tech fun. So yeah, it's a 1-1 count. Sorry, Nowak singled last inning, so he's not batting again. The 1-1. That dart hits the bottom left corner. A great pitch from Delano to get himself in control of this at-bat. 1-2 to Schultz.
Schultz did have an RBI single in his last at-bat, tacked on number 29 on the season for him.
He'll take that one low and inside. 2-2 now. Oh, Bowie Bay Sox have merch. I gotta go down mid-inning. The 2-2. That misses. The catcher and Schultz both thought that was strike three. Schultz was walking away. The catcher was kind of vibing, jumping up. But no, the count is now full. And there we go. Strike three is in. Delano gets what he deserved there. And Schultz goes down. Delano's only faced 5 batters, but has dealt with most of them handily. Gotten 4 outs and just 1 single. That is his first K, though.
Yeah, only the second K of the game for the Aces.
That's a great pitch, too. Starting off well here to Kramer. It's 0-1. Call him back Delano MD because the doc is in town. Just misses there. It's 1-1. Kramer flew out to short and grounded out to short in his 2 at-bats today. The ECU product looking to do something with the bases empty. He'll swing on that one. Ground ball over to the second baseman. Fielded well and lobbed over to the first baseman. Kramer is down again for the 3rd time today.
Delano really rolling here, giving the Aces the boost they need as they'll try to mount a comeback with just 1 run on the board. Going to have to get through Sean Lane now.
Lane with the bases empty here. Not much pressure on him. It'll be a 1v1 here, him and Delano. No one on base. Delano, quick delivery. First pitch. Low inside. Count 1-0. Working quick. He already looks ready to wind up, and here is the wind-up and the pitch. Popped up. He's under it, but that's going to go way foul. Count now 1-1.
Stands are somewhat starting to fill in. I'm really hoping that we get a really good crowd for Game 2. I think we will. There's just so much going on. How could it not be?
1-1. Woof. That one brushes back. Lane. Count now 2-1.
Sean Lane really had to back up from that one.
I mean, it's an afternoon doubleheader on a Thursday. You know, people aren't always going to be able to make it to a 4:30 start time. They're going to start coming in now as they get off work. That one's also in called strike. Apologies. Thought that was definitely inside, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, also it's just so hot. It's probably not that enjoyable to sit in the stands right now.
I still have a horrible tan line from going to Nats Park. My knees just are different colors than the rest of my body. And he flies out to right field there to end the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Matt Delano. He's faced 7 batters and recorded 6 outs. He's rolling here as the Aces look to continue a fight back in the bottom of the 5th. bottom of the 5th here. Remember, this is just a 7-inning game. We're playing 2 today against the Aces as we make up a rained-out game from Alexandria. Leading off for the Aces this inning is their leadoff hitter, Eddie Hakopian.
So I was talking to some of the other Big Train interns before the game, and one win here, the Big Train clinched first place guaranteed for playoffs.
1-0. Yeah, I believe Richard was texting that this morning. He's called it Clinchosaurus Rex if we win one. That'll miss 2-0. So even if the train split today with the Aces, they will be the 1 seed. And the Aces definitely will be the 2 seed. No one can touch that. 2-0.
Yeah, both teams in the midst of a little win streak. Each have 3 wins straight coming into today. The Aces 22 and 10, the Big Train 25 and 8. Big Train the only team in the league with a single-digit loss count.
When did we have last 6?
8.
8. That's 2 more than last year, right?
Last year was 7.
Horrible year, I think. Only in first place. The 2-1 from there, Beaker. High, 3-1. We talked to Coach Sal before the game. Sadly, that didn't go up on Twitter because audio did not say we were talking about it. But one of the first things I asked in the season, what do you think about that pitch will miss? Hakopian will reach on a walk. The first thing he said was, how well we've played and the fun I've had with these guys. And he really seems to enjoy the team, and the team seems to enjoy him. And that's really translated to winning, and you love to see a team working like that.
Yeah, totally. He seemed very fond of this group of guys, and I think it shows. They clearly have great team chemistry. The bullpen seems like quite a good time, and the dugout's always getting rowdy as well. And then, guys from the pen come sit in the dugout. Everyone gets in on the action.
Tellier shows bunt but pulls it back, takes the first pitch as a ball, count 1-0. Tellier today 0 for 1. Pickoff attempt from Beaker. That's the danger of having a lefty pitcher. He didn't even have to turn. He just kind of stepped off the mound, and the ball was in the hands of Sean Lane before Hakopian knew it was coming, but he's still back in time. High and away. Count now 2-0. Beaker. Looking for the first strike of the at-bat, the windup, and the pitch. That lands right in there. Count now 2-1.
It was a great pitch from Merritt Beaker. Exactly what he needed to do to fight back here against Tellier, who's a really good hitter.
Running. Hakopian trying to get to second to slide. He's under the tag. In there safe is Eddie Hakopian.
That was a great run from Eddie Hakopian, charged, no looking back. And, of course, a great attempt from Jason Schiavone behind the plate, but Hakopian just a little too speedy.
That's his 12th stolen base of the season. A very efficient base runner. He's 12 for 15. It's now a 3-1 count to Tellier. Beaker keeping an eye on Hakopian. The windup, the pitch. Popped up to center field. Tracking in is no walk, and it's going to land in between him and Felix. Runners will now stop in the corners with a nicely hit single from Tellier, blooping out right into the gap between the infield and outfield.
Yeah, the Ace is starting to heat up and put a little pressure on the Big Train here. Now 2 runners on and, only down by 3. And their pitching has started to get a lot better with Delano now on the mound.
Delano so far faced 7 batters, giving up 1 hit and 2 runs. But, of course, those 2 runs came because he entered the game with runners in scoring position. First pitch here from Beaker. Brushes back. Kuntz, count 1-0. On deck is Boyd. popped up towards right center field. Coming in is Kramer, and he'll make the catch. Tagging up at third is Hakopian, and he's going to stop, but moving to second as the throw comes home is Tellier. Great base running to realize the ball was on its way home, and he had time to move over.
Yeah, really a great throw from Trey Wingett out there in right field, and good to get Hakopian to hold, but Tellier very speedy, almost always going to run.
That'll bring up C.J. Boyd. He's 0 for 2 today, but a great hitter, batting .300 on the season. Boyd now playing for Appalachian State University. First pitch popped foul. That's going to land down by the warning track on the first base side. Count 0-1.
Tracking it, charging over there with Sean Lane, like we said, always going to make the effort. Lost his glasses again, but put them back. He's wearing them backwards.
Like, he had no chance of getting that ball, but he still went for it, which definitely says something about the character and ability of a player. Beaker. The 0-1. Inside. It's 1-1 now. Sullivan on deck. Hit up the middle. That'll escape the infield. A well-hit single will bring home possibly two. The throw's coming to the plate. And trying to cut it off is Beaker, but it's going to roll up to Schiavone. And a 2-run single brings the Aces down just one now. The lead is cut to 4-3.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly have ourselves a ball game. That was a really well-hit ball. Emilian Pitre making a diving effort for it, but it just escaped him, and C.J. Boyd did exactly what he needed to do, brought 2 runs home, and Coach Sal pointing to the bullpen.
That's going to be it for Merritt Beaker, it seems. Today he gave up 3 hits and a walk, giving up 3 runs in the process. Did tally 2 Ks, though, facing a total of 9 batters. We'll take a quick break, as it looks like Jack Weeks is the one coming in for the Train.
It's actually Andrew.
I saw the beard, and I took a guess.
Yeah, they both have big beards. So.
And long hair, too, so it's hard. We'll be right back as Andrew Johnson warms up.
Yeah.
Oh, we're on. I didn't realize we were unmuted. My bad. First pitch fouled off. Count 0-1. I'm having a tough day realizing when you put us back live. That's on
Sorry,
me.
it's the iPad's like under the whatever to keep cool.
Yeah, so I don't see when you press it. I have no idea. That's on me. Count 0-1 now. It's Johnson on the mound facing Sullivan. Ball away, 1-1.
Andrew Johnson in a bit of a sticky situation here. Only has 1 out, so needs to get 2 himself. And it's been quite the inning for the Aces, but if he can minimize the damage, would be huge for this team just up by 1.
1-1 pitch will land in the zone. Great pitch from Johnson. A dart. Count now 1-2. Yeah, so the Aces, a 2-run single from Boyd has made this a 1-run game. Boyd is out there on first still with 1 out on the board. Pitch low from Johnson, count even. Feels like this is the first time I've seen Andrew Johnson pitch in forever. I don't know what it is, but I guess he hadn't pitched for a while when I left, and then he's back now. Or I'm back now, and he's on the mound for the first time.
He actually
3-2.
got his first start while you were away.
Oh, whew, I missed that game.
Yeah. It was a doubleheader as well. One of the ones against the Braves. Had him in the booth during the first one. He was my color guy for a little bit, and then he took the mound for his first start.
Ball high, and it's going to be a walk for the first batter faced from Johnson as Sullivan advances to first. Johnson will now face Jacob Friend, who's 1 for 2 today with a single back in the second. Friend, the lefty, will face Johnson, the lefty. Tries to get inside on him, but coming in a little too much there. Count 1-0. That's a spot that a lot of pitchers love to attack. A lot of lefties in a lefty v lefty, they love to come inside with that fastball, but that one just missing. That one finds the spot perfectly, though. Johnson gets what he was looking for the first time. Count 1-1. The 1-1. That's going to come in low. Ahead in the count is Friend.
Johnson, usually when we've seen him, takes a little bit of time to warm up. Sometimes gets started with a couple walks, but can't really afford it here.
Coming in with a runner on base and a 1-run lead. The count is now 3-1 to Friend.
Yeah, a bit stressful. Pressure's on right now for Andrew Johnson.
Johnson kicks. Got him to foul that one back. The high heat. He chases. Count full now to Friend.
Friend getting a little angsty at the plate.
Johnson adjusting his shirt there. I can't imagine how tired your arm gets in the heat like this when you're throwing as fast and hard as these guys are. The 3-2. Ground ball foul.
Jacob Friend stays alive, but Andrew Johnson getting him to work for it.
This at-bat is definitely not coming easy to either the pitcher or the batter. Johnson. Again, the 3-2. Hits him. That'll be the second hit by pitch from a trained batter as Johnson loads the bases.
Again, we haven't seen this in a while, but that's the 4th one today. 2 from Sash. I can't even remember how to say it. Kamenjasevich when he was in, and now 1 from Jones, 1 from Johnson.
Gotta say, dating a Polish girl in high school really helped me learn these names. Now they're going to do a little mound visit. Talk to Johnson. He's faced just 2 batters. Well, he only faced 2 total. Looks like he's staying in. He will stay in, and he will face number 24, Connor Offshack, who is 0 for 2 today.
Yeah. Talking to these pitchers, they all say that, Coach Lopez comes out, kind of tries to get your mind off things. Sometimes he'll make a joke, and it's a lot of positive reinforcement with him. And hopefully Andrew Johnson can channel some of that good energy as he will look to get the train out of quite a jam now with the bases loaded.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of different strategies from coaches on how to get the best out of your guys, but after something like that, positive reinforcement is exactly what you need. You need someone like Coach Lopez just come help you empty your head and let you be the best you can be. First pitch from Johnson, ball away. That is what I love about our pitching staff and Coach Lopez. It was Braden that was talking about that 2 days ago on the call. That one foul. That bat is flowing over to third base. I'm pretty sure they're going to call him out for throwing his bat. I mean, that's what happens in the MLB, but a little confused. No one else is coming up to the plate, but he has left.
I think he's getting...
Oh, he's changing his gloves.
Yeah, new gloves.
It's a 1-1 count now after that fly bat.
Connor Ofshak really struggling today. He's 0 for 2, both of those strikeouts, one swinging, one looking.
Oh, that bat was swinging a second ago.
The Aces dugout is using a Pride Night fan to block the sun.
Yeah, they're fanning themselves down there. There's a couple, actually. I think there's 2 or 3 of them in there. That pitch will miss or land low. There we go. Count 1 and 2. Ofshak's ball.
It's just the hospitality of the big train. We provide you can fans.
Oh, my.
Fastball was nowhere near the zone. Offback was just hacking at it. That was third man.
Yeah, again, Connor Ofshak continuing to struggle, but Andrew Johnson records a K when he needs it the most. Would be huge for him to get out here. Oh, runners stranded.
First pitch into Eze. Just misses. Count 1-0.
Eze with the RBI double in his last at-bat. That was huge. Really got things going for the Aces.
Second pitch from Johnson right down the middle. Eze takes. Count 1-1.
Andrew Johnson looking really good after that mound visit.
That's the magic of Coach Lopez. Johnson, the 1-1. That one low. Count 2-1. He's really attacking low against Eze here. Was it not biting on that one, though? Johnson readies. The lefty kicks. Fouled back. Count even.
Good stuff. Just a strike away from escaping here.
Good pitch sequencing, too. He had him looking low after those first couple of pitches and then took him high as they couldn't get on top of the ball and fouls it behind him.
It has been a long bottom of the 5th. Train really just looking to get out of this.
The 2-2 from Johnson. Swing and a miss. Johnson bounces back for 2 straight Ks to get out of the inning, and the Train still holding on to that lead 4-3 as we enter the top of the 6th. Now on the mound is the G-Dub man. It's Crochet, Reese Crochet, going to be a freshman at George Washington University this fall. I'll see you there. Leading off for the Train will be Garrett Felix. Again, Train lead 4-3. Ace is starting to bounce back, though. Scored 2 last inning. However, it was the second inning out of 5 that they've left the bases loaded. Ace is not fully taking advantage of the opportunities presented to them. 8 runners left on base.
Yeah, hoping the Train can tack on some more insurance runs here. Again, just up by 1. Ace is making a push in the second half of this game, keeping it close, keeping us on our toes.
It'll be Felix Rogers Schiavone here. Ooh, first pitch low inside. Escapes him. Count 1-0. He's got an interesting form. If that is... Well, it looked like the ball might have slipped out of his hand, but his form is really like pinwheely.
Yeah, he already wants a new ball.
Fair enough. After someone like that, even if it wasn't the ball just slipping out of your hand, you got to ask for a new ball to save face. But it seemed like it was that. The 1-0. That lands, count 1-1. Yeah, he has such a high arm slot. I think that's the highest one we've seen from anyone this season. It almost comes out from above his head. I mean,
Wow.
It literally does. 2-1.
Yeah, that is very interesting. He looks really tall.
6-5. Fouled back, 2-2.
Is Kai the tallest guy in the league?
That's a good question that I do not have the answer to. He
I feel like
very well might be.
it's a high possibility.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Felix. Reese Crochet, first batter, first K.
Yeah, coming out with some heat, getting off to a great start as he'll look to keep the score close for his team here. Does exactly what they need.
Up will come TJ Rogers. So Reese Crochet committed to George Washington in 2020. But I believe this will be his first year with the team this year.
Yeah, I think they called him a rising freshman.
Yes. Coming out of Alexandria City, T.C. Williams High School. Swing and a miss there. 0-2. He is going at the Train batters. Sorry, you go. Gets under it, but sends it foul behind the heat there. So PBR has him put at an 82 mile-per-hour fastball max, but something tells me that has not been updated in a while.
Yeah, that sounds old.
2021. What?
Gets under, popped up.
Right field. He will make the catch with ease, well fielded by Boyd.
Back-to-back outs for is
Jason Schiavone to try and make something here.
This is the bottom Train order, but Garrett Felix, TJ Rogers, Jason Schiavone, all good hitters. There's really not a weak spot necessarily for the Train. Doesn't really let up, but the pitcher's doing a good job here with the bottom.
Schiavone today 0 for 2. Flew out and grounded out. He readies. First pitch inside, count 1-0 to the catcher. He readies. Swing and a miss, chasing the ball low and away. Cannot get a hold of it. Count 1-1.
So Crochet's form, really interesting, but really working for him.
It's like a pinwheel, but also an aggressive leg kick at the end. It's like he's starting a cartwheel. And it's working well. The 1-1. Low, count 2-1.
Two outs here for Jason Schiavone. Again, he's the number 9 batter today. Would be huge if he can get on base somehow and bring up the top of the big Train batting order.
2-1, popped up foul, but racing over. That is far gone. Not going to be able to get there in time is the first baseman Sullivan.
Out 2-2. Down low.
And 2 straight outs for the GW commit. The recent high school grad is rolling and gives the Aces a great chance to bounce back in the bottom of the 6th here on Big Train. Leading off for the Aces is Matt Wolf. Following him will be Hakopian and Tellier. They will face a new pitcher. It's Jordan Little on the mound. And the trainer really going for this game. Again, a win here would clinch the #1 seed.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan Little is absolutely ridiculous on the mound. He has not given up a run this season. It's been unreal. Also really good at striking guys out.
Count now 1-1.
So I said it off air, but Sal means business if he's bringing in Jordan Little right now.
Absolutely. I mean, this isn't a playoff game, but they're really treating it like one right now. Making defensive substitutions, bringing in your best pitcher to close in the 6th. So I'd assume if the plan is to have Little go 6 and 7 with a 2-inning close.
Yeah.
We've seen him do before. Little, the 1-2. That lands in, down looking. Jordan Little. Great stuff to get started.
I mean, Jordan Little is absolutely unreal. Was just hyping him up, and that's exactly why he comes out with that heat. It's just ridiculous.
That'll bring up Eddie Hakopian. Top of the Aces order is no joke, though, even for a guy like Jordan Little. We'll see if they can get the one run that they need to tie this up. First pitch misses a ball, count 1-0. This is only the second time. That's hit out into right center field, tracking over and making the catch is no walk. This is only the second time Jordan Little has seen the Aces. He won his longest appearance in a 2-1 win over the Aces, going 4 innings on June 11th, giving up just 1 run with 7 Ks.
Yeah, I mean, the stat line for him is just so impressive, and he's coming in and doing exactly what the Train need, working efficiently. That's 2 quick outs.
He will face Tellier, who was 1 for 2 today. First pitch in high, count 1-0. The 1-0. Hit, tracking over is Felix. He will get to the ground ball, and the throw to first is there. A 1-2-3 inning going super quick, just literally 6 pitches, and we're done. The Train still lead by 1 as we enter the top of the 7th. Again, a 7-inning game, so things are coming to a close here on Big Train. Top of the Train order here in the 7th and possibly final inning of this game. It'll go Nowak, Jefferson, Petre.
Back to the top, a good situation if you're trying to tack on some extra runs here.
First pitch in for a strike count, 0-1. One and one. On the mound is Crochet. The 1-1. Fouled back.
Crochet also really efficient in the top of the 6th, had a 1-2-3 inning, starting with a K and ending with a K. So definitely what the Aces need. And again, with pitchers like this on the mound, you can tell that both teams want this win so badly.
Nowak's going to watch that one go by. Count's going to move to an even 2-2. Pitch in from Crochet, fouled off. Count's going to stay 2-2. No walk today, 1 for 3. And he will watch strike 3 come in, down looking, 3rd K, 2nd consecutive down looking from Crochet.
That rhymed.
What did I rhyme?
You said something about K's and Crochet. I don't know.
So, and I think I
Sounded
said
like
today.
bars to me.
I mean, I'm a spitter. What can I say? Top 5 DOA. That rhymed too. I didn't even intend
He doesn't
for
even
that.
stop.
I did not intend for that one. That'll miss 1-0. You know what DOA means?
No.
Dead or alive.
Okay.
Top 5 DOA. Top 5 dead or alive. Big deal in hip hop. The 1-0. That's going to land just inside. That dropped beautifully from Crochet. Count even, 1-1.
He is so good at getting those to drop.
Fouled off by Jefferson, and the count's 1-2. Yeah, I mean, that high release point gives him a lot to drop from. Because throwing from so high at that 6'5" pinwheel form, it can kind of just come down whenever he wants it to. Looking for another K, the 1-2, and Jefferson thought that was it, but he's still in. It's 2-2. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Third straight K for Crochet.
He is just continuing to roll. He's taking care of two of the best batters in this big train order, Luke and DM. And if Emilian can't make something happen here and keep the train alive, it's going to be, it's going to fall on Jordan Little's shoulders.
Those are some strong shoulders.
Which are some very strong shoulders. Yes, correct.
First pitch into Petre. Take strike one.
If anyone's going to come up clutch.
Emilian. So don't expect this to be an easy third out.
Crochet just 27 pitches through these 2 innings. That's low and away, 2-1. 18 of which have been strikes, so he's hitting over 2/3 of his pitches.
You should be excited to have him come into
Oh, I am.
GW.
I am. Last inning, you know, I was hyped to see him go K out K. Here he's with the 2-1, low and away 2-2. I already know what's going to happen. He's going to show up, 3-1, and he's going to play the first game, and my boss is going to go, oh my God, look at that guy's form. And I'll be like, actually, I knew it was going to be weird. Look at that. Ball hit out to right field, straight into his hands, and that'll end the inning. A 1-2-3 inning from Crochet keeps the Aces' hopes alive. We'll be in the bottom of the 7th in a 7th inning game with the Aces down 1. starting this inning, we'll go Kuntz, Boyd, Sullivan. Still on the mound is Jordan Little. He had a 1-2-3 inning back in the 6th. Looking to close out a win here and clinch the #1 seed in the Cal Ripken Collegiate Baseball League. First pitch in for a ball.
Yeah, I mean, just your final push, but if there's any guy you want on the mound right now, it's Jordan Little.
Well, regular season title. Top line will have 40. Shut. And there's on that aspect of so many purposes. The 1-1 flip. All back to back. Now 2-1 now. Good.
Good from Schultz. Serious strength shot there, going back that back.
Again, wisely, not falling for that high key. Count 3-1. 1-run game. No, I'm not giving up a lot of speed. It's 42. Here comes the 3-1. Walk.
It's just the 8th walk of the season for Jordan Little.
Huge strap.
Now time for the Aces. The right fielder, number 57.
It's so obvious.
So not going to be a 1-2-3 inning, but still can get rolling here.
I mean, yeah, one walk is not going to kill you by any means. Now the plate is Boyd, who's up to 3 correctly. First pitch foul off.
Jordan Little also just 9 hits in his 22 innings pitched. It's absurd. And 33 Ks now after the one to Wolf.
Keeping an eye on things there. Ball high. 1-1. That is the 5th ball high we've seen from the inning. Struggling to get one here to hit the part of the zone he wants to.
Aces have just brought in Brendan Harrity to pinch run for Kicks.
The 1-1. Foul back. 1-6. Brendan Harrity, second baseman. The Aces are holding it. They put him in the middle of that.
Yeah.
Really needs to be a great. Chasing that. Oh my god. Great stop. Jordan Little there. Before the second.
Yeah, I mean, huge. Just what he needed. The exact way you want to rebound after walking a guy, and now he's got 1 out, 2 to go.
He will face Sullivan here. He's 0 for 1. The walk is a legal on his air. And he can. It'll escape past the second baseman, feel it. And now there's 2 runners on for the Alexandria Aces. That's the 9th hit that we're looking up.
The 10th.
So the time running in scoring position, the winning run is on first for the Aces.
Now time for the Aces.
So, not quite the quick efficiency that we saw from Jordan Little in the bottom of the 6th, but he's still okay.
He does have 1 out behind him. A double play ball here would end the ball. First pitch. What a miss.
Fran did have a base hit in his first at bat, but was struck out in his second one and was hit the last one. So kind of a roller coaster again for him.
The L1 from Jordan Little find the zone, and now he's ahead 0-2. Little, the pitch. Foul back. still in this at-bat is Frank.
Jordan Little searching for strikeout number 35 on the season.
Pitch. Man's not happy about it, but 1-2. The 1-2. Foul back.
Aces, just no quick here.
Second is Harris. First is Sullivan. Again, the 1-2. It's on. The aces are on.
Stressor. So many hit by pitches today.
Second time transfer, man. Fifth of the day between the two teams.
Yeah. One from Jones, one from Johnson, now one from Little, and then two from Big K. I'm not even gonna try, just like simply counting them recklessly. Common message. It was fresh in my mind when he was on the mound, but now that he left, it's escaped right over
Yeah,
here.
you read it and you're like, huh?
Yeah.
First pitch. Or this. 1-0. Tensions are high. Remember, this is a 7-inning game, so this is the end. How can you? Ground ball back. The last time I checked, Little was 18 strikes and 9 balls. Sorry. So it was, he's now losing 15 strikes and 11 balls. That's hit out in the right center field. It'll land. Coming home is Harry rounding third. Can Sullivan get home in time? And he does. The Aces win on a walk-off single from Connor Offshack, taking the win 5-2.
Just an unfortunate sequence of events for the big train. I mean, not really much more you can do. If you're going to put a guy in that situation, it's going to be Jordan Little, and just not the train's afternoon here. But, you know, a chance to rebound.
And Little had gone 22 scoreless innings entering that final with cracks. And it's only a matter of time. Nobody's perfect. But the Aces now, though they won the second game, they tied for first place. All with the Collegiate Baseball. Second game will be here after a short break. It'll be a separate stream, I believe.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. Thank you for watching this game. And